So I never knew you played Mech Knights, bro.
Of course, man. Column King is me.
So what'd you do?
I bubbled day 2 at YCS Indy, playing La Brandard, playing Brain Dead Fusion 24/7, resolving my favorite deck ever, Gimmick Puppets. Super cool. Finished with the record of X2-1, losing to the mirror match. I lost to Melodious Centurion Snake Eye, and then I drew with the mirror match round 1 because at this YCS, seeing the clock was insanely hard. But yeah, that's how it went.
1,800 people in the way. I'm sure it would be hard.
I'm sure, yeah, it was absolutely difficult, but we made it there.
Let's see your list.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the sauce. Spent too much money to acquire these, but 3 QCR Lubers.
Boy.
You know, man searches Brain Dead Fusion. Man is goated. Teammates told me the entire time that I need to find these. I finally found them. Spent too much money on them. Regretted it, but it's fine.
You ever activate the graveyard effect?
I did. I negated like 4 things. It was cool. 1 Quem. Quem is goated. End phase summon Quem off Titanic Clad, or get Nibiru and then trigger Granganol to summon Quem was insane. Happened a bunch during the event. Mainly the send effect is honestly the worst part of this card's effect, but it comes up. Tragedy. I used the reset effects one time. Almost cheated in the 3v3 event and the side events. I used the search effect and the set effect in the same turn, but we caught it. But if you could do that, this card would be a 3-of guaranteed. This card's broken. For the Albaz stuff, 3 Cartesia. They're totally all foreign. Don't look at that one.
They're all foreign?
All foreign. 3 PCR Albazes.
You're stating the rarity?
I have to flex what I have. These $2 cards are not cheap, man.
Okay.
I play Albalanetus in this list. I got to do like the set/summon tag out like 4 times. It was cool. Besides that, I mean, he's goated. You have to play him. Albion at 3. It was at 2 in the last list that got me the Kentucky 3rd place. But Albion during this event overperformed. It was the best top deck. It was the best follow-up. It was a broken Upstart Goblin. It's Foolish Burial. It's a body on field. It's everything I want this card to be. And then the last like Albaz S card is Triber Game of Courier. This card's goated. Everything just about this card is insane. A Monster Negate, a Banish for Branding Red that gives me follow-up and extenders and starters. This card's nice. If you play the Lure build, I definitely play 2 of this, but in 45 with no Lure, 1 was fine.
I was just about to say, why don't you play 2 of them?
But yeah. I thought I was playing 2 on my last list, but without Allure, it just feels like such a neg to draw Mercurier because it banks on you making an Albaz Fusion.
Okay.
For the 1-ups, 1 Sarnier, 1 Lebellion, 1 Gimmick Puppet, and it's not really sauce if you watch the channel and like visit it frequently, but you'll know that I play Dragon. Dragon in the main was goated. Round 7 or 8, I played against Runic Stun, and Shadal Fusion into Guardian Chimera by sending Dragon was insane. Because this beats the Fountain when you Guardian Chimera 1, Dragon 2, target Fountain, they Hugin Protect, and then Guardian Chimera pops the Fountain again anyways. They don't have time in the chain to summon a second Hugin to protect.
Nice.
So you get to out cards and just keep playing. So it was nice. That's it for monsters. Moving on to the spells, branded spells and traps. 1 Retribution, 1 Lost, 1 White. I'm going to have the camera panned over for a second. But everybody here, so I want to show everybody real fast. My man Lucas, this guy Noah, and then this man Jeremiah over here. We're all getting woogity coogity after Branded Fusion was getting stopped in testing. And then, we searched the Miracle Fusion card. This card's goated. If you're not playing this card, play this card. This card's insane. During the YCS, I actually used Albion and Graveyard to send this, and then it reset itself, so I'd have follow-up and guarantee won the game. It was nice. 2 Branding Red, 2 is necessary. You can't play 1 anymore. Runic exists, Chimera is a popular deck, and Snake Eye now has ways to out back row on your turn, so this card is nice to have. 3 Fusion Marchiata, because I can't pronounce it.
You did not say that right.
Nope. But Jeremiah acquired these because I was too broke to, and he let me play them for the event, and every time I resolved it, I got compliments on it. Brain Dead Fusion wins games by itself. It's nice. It's like a +3. For consistency, I played 3 opening and then 3 fusion deployment. This gets to a Luber Quem. This gets to Albaz Cartesia. You need both. These cards are nuts. You never want to not have these cards in your hand. And then we have the non-engine / consistency cards. Played 3 droplets, 3 thrust, 2 talents. I didn't have the third one. I had the third one for this event. Came up a bunch whenever I top decked it. Mainly, I never really got to open it, but when I did hard draw it, setting fusion dupe or setting like talents or branded fusion for the next turn because I already drew fusion dupe was kind of nice. So it was cool. And talents was guaranteed like a good card to play. I didn't want to play it at 1 because I wanted to hard draw it sometimes. But droplets was guaranteed the best card. Actually, after the YCS, we ended up playing in side events for the uncut sheets in the 3v3. And I convinced all my teammates except one to play droplets, and we all agreed this card was nice on paper. For the last cards, we play 1 call by, 1 foolish, you can't tell but it's platinum, Europeans fix your shit, 1 gold sark, and then 1 fusion duplication. Duplication's unfair. It can target cards in your opponent's graveyard too. So in the mirror match, I copied my opponent's branded fusion. When they activated retribution to add it back, banished it so they didn't get it back, and I got to fusion summon off into Sanctifier to get and puppet them, so it was kind of insane. We'll move on to the extra deck first. The extra deck, pretty standard. I think it's the same as what I played last list, but I played 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion, 1 Labellion, 1 Titaniclad, 1 Albalatus, 1 Sanctifier, and then 1 Rimbrum. I made all of these hard at least once during the event. The worst one to make is definitely Titaniclad, but it being unaffected by like SP and stuff really comes up sometimes. Whenever you like your hand is so good, your branded fusion doesn't matter. You just make this and win the game. Anyone asking like, do you have to play 2 Mirror Jade? You do. If you play 1 Mirror Jade, I don't know how you do it. It comes up so much. 1 Grand Guignol, I don't think you need to. It came up a couple times while testing or whatever, but I think it's honestly just a crutch in the extra deck, and if you play 2, it's like kind of just win more, or like you're bad at playing through hand traps. 1 Masquerade, Shell for Sheldon. I was gonna sell this deck, and then he showed me this card, and I really wanted it, so I kept playing it. 1 Quiritus, this card is goated. I got to do the cool play against Snake Eye one time, where Granganol summoned this. This got banished off Zealantis. It wasn't properly summoned, so he got to summon Albaz, fused with this board into a Mirror Jade, and then out his field so he couldn't OTK me. That was sick. 1 Guardian Chimera, 1 Stapelia. Shout out to Lucas. He's got to give it to me now because it's in the video. yeah, it's over now. And then 1 Furious. Furious is insane. Stapelia was insane. I played 1 Flender match, and 1 because I made this 3 times in 1 turn because I knew his hand was weak. So that was
3
cool.
times.
3 times. It was tragic, honestly. My man's was so desperate. He Ultimate Slayer, then impermed it, then I banished it and brought it back. So that was kind of cool. And then on to the side deck. We'll talk about going first cards first and stuff, but D-Barrier, unfair.
Obviously.
Mirror match, you Mirror Jade, send, banish, then you flip this card up, and then you win the game because you have in-face arches. 3 evenly. None of my teammates played this card, and that's why they didn't day 2. This card is insanely broken. One of our friends who play in the tournament and stayed at the Airbnb with us, he played Tempai. I told him to play this card because there are some boards you can't crack just with engine alone. But when I looked at it before the YCS and just thought about it, even the best deck being Snake Eye doesn't set up a negate through for evenly, and they just lose their whole field. So this plus 1 droplets, this plus like 2 engine cards just breaks the entire Snake Eye board, and it's broken, it's busted. 1 Duster, used it once, low key mid, would cut it. 3 Econ, this card's good, that's all I can really say. And then, you know me, Oogie Boogie, Shit All Fusion, these are totally secret rare. Don't hate me, hate Lucas. Don't hate me, hate Lucas. But, this card's insane. Of course, the 1 app cologne. But I played against Runic Stun. And I did it versus Runic Stun. I did it versus Snake Eye. I did it versus Tier. I did it versus the Mirror Match twice. I mean, this card was just insane. This card is a 1 for 3, and it's just so good. This card also deals with cards like Big Towers, deals with like Big Cat and stuff like that. There are a lot of Pearly decks at the event, especially now that Rarity Collection 2 reprinted all those cards, but this card just deals with Big Cat by itself. It's so good. I even convinced the Tempai guy who wrote with us and played with us to play the Shadal package, but he didn't have a Genius. If he had a Genius, he was cooking, but yeah, that was the side deck, the extra deck, and the main deck. Extra deck wise, I wouldn't change anything. It felt good, felt great. Side deck wise, about the same. Main deck, I just wish I could play this at 40 cards and play the same amount of cards somehow. I don't know how that would work, but I want that. But yeah, shout outs. Shout outs to Team Quality, Sick Matt. It's just green because of the filter. You know, going out to the event, playing, getting the Airbnb, spending way too much money for something we could have gotten a hotel for. Shout out to Lucas, playing Voice's Voice. We thought this man was going to clap. Ended up getting clapped. It's okay. It's okay.
It happens. It happens.
Shout out to the guy behind the camera, Sheldon, for going X3 by round 3. Shit was wild. Shout out to Noah for always keeping me in a good spirit, whether or not be because he was joking or he made me laugh doing his normal self stuff. Shout out to Jeremiah for giving me $160 to flex in cardboard. And also playing 3 regional flights to try and get us in fight. But I ended up losing to random shit. That was fun to watch. And then also, shout out to Thunderforge Gaming and Thomas. Unfortunately, the store is closing at the end of June. We're all very sad. But, you know, stuff has to happen. Trying to keep it alive. Come check us out before, you know, June ends, hopefully. And hopefully you guys see us at nationals and more regionals and stuff like that. So the people who saw me and commented they watched our videos, you're cool. But, yeah, that's really it.
Next time you see Jordan, he'll give you a free card.
No. I only have so
You
many.
made that comment last time. You
I
cheated
did.
those people with their free
Oh,
cards.
wow. Okay, cut it. No. On Slat. But yeah, that's about it. Appreciate you watching.
All right, man. Appreciate the profile.